Pagsisinungaling ni Attorney Harry Roque, bukong-buko na, pero nagpipilit pa rin lumusot. Kung napanood niyo po yung hearing sa Quadcom, talagang nasusukol po itong si Harry Roque. Akala niya lahat ng tao mapapaikot niya. Kung may mga senador kang napapaikot, Harry Roque, ibahin mo ang mga kongresista natin. Dahil kasi sa Senado, may mga kaalyado pa rin po itong si Harry Roque. Hindi ko na lang po babanggitin kung sino-sino, pero I'm sure kilala nyo sila na sila ay nasa isang kwadra lamang. Pero pagdating sa House of Representatives, hindi po umuubra ang taray ni Harry Roque. Dahil ang napapaniwala na lang ni Harry Roque ay yung mga supporters nila. Totoo po yan. Kahit na ipagpilitan ng mga DDS na malakas pa daw ang puwersa nila, wala na pong naniniwala sa inyo. Gising na po ang taong bayan. Tulad nga ng sinabi ni Representative Dan Fernandez, unti-unti nang nagigising ang isipan ng taong bayan. At kaya nga po nagkaroon ng Quadcom. Dahil para sa kanila, kung titignan daw po nating mabuti, ang kanilang investigasyon ay napupunta at sumisentro sa isang tao. Kung sino man yung isang taong yon, darating po ang araw sa ginagawa ng Quadcom. Makikilala natin kung sino yon. So panoorin po natin itong pagsisinungaling ni Harry Roque na hindi naman kinagat ng mga kongresista. Let's watch this.
Secretary Roque, you deny to be a lawyer of Lucky South 99. I'm just wondering who are you trying to fool? We are not actually born yesterday, Secretary. Sa tingin mo po ba kaya mong paikutin ang mga tao sa hearing na ito kasamang sambayan ng Pilipino? Of course, deny as much as you want. But the overwhelming pieces of evidence point to one thing. An only reasonable person, any reasonable person, will come to an unmistakable conclusion. You are part, or perhaps a lawyer, of Pogo South 99.
Mr. Chair, I resent that. I am not fooling anyone. I resent that also coming from someone who was my former law student and who was my inaanak. That's not the way to treat a resource person of this House. At least when I was a member of this House, we never treated resource persons in that way. I resent that for the record, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, in our last hearing on August 16, Friday in Pampanga, Secretary Roque was invited by the Squad Committee. And Attorney Harry Roque sent a letter dated August 13, 2024, addressed to the Honorable Chairman, Robert Ace Barbers. Yours true. Are you the lead chairman? Informing Chair Barbers that he will not be able to participate in the said meeting due to a conflict with the previously scheduled court hearing before the Regional Trial Court of Manila on 16 August 2024, the same date of our Quad Committee hearing. I have here a copy of that particular letter. Mr. Chair, we have also in receipt here a copy of certification from Attorney Jennifer H. de la Cruz, Buendia, Clerk of Court and ex-officio Sheriff of Manila, RTC Manila, stating that Attorney Harry Roque has no hearing on August 16 and did not appear in the courts of Manila on said date. Mr. Chair, I hate to say it, but clearly, Attorney Harry Roque, our former secretary, and my former professor, law professor, lied to this committee. And that amounts actually to disrespect on the members of the committee, which is contemptible under Section 11E of the Rules of the House of Representatives on inquiries in aid of legislation. I therefore move, Mr. Chair, that Attorney Harry Roque be cited for contempt for disrespecting the members of this committee when he lied in order to evade attending the hearing of this committee where he was invited. So move, Mr. Chair.
It was an honest mistake, Your Honor. I have also been a member of this chamber. We don't hold hearings on Fridays. So when I saw the notice of hearing, I assumed that just like the first and the second hearing where I attended, that it would be on a Thursday. And that is true, that I had a hearing both in the morning and in the afternoon. And that is why I sent that letter. By the time I realized that it was a Friday and there was in fact a hearing, it was also close already to lunchtime, and the hearing was in Pampanga.
nag-assume po kayo na mali, di po ba?
Nagkamali po.
Kaya nga, yung assumption nyo mali.
Opo, mali nga po yun.
And therefore, pag nag-assume ka ng mali, you should be ready for the consequences. Hindi ba dapat ganon?
Yes po, but
So-
there was no intent to disrespect this
I'm not
chamber.
asking whether you have the intent. Ang tinatanong ko lang po doon is, kung nag-assume po kayo ng mali, hindi po ba dapat tanggapin ninyo yung consequences?
I will, of course, accept the consequences, the decision of this body. But since I was given an opportunity to be heard, I thought that there should be allowance for honest mistakes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong tanongin si Attorney Harry Roque. Nung sabi po ninyo kanina, it was just an honest mistake, tama po ba? Dahil sabi po ninyo, ang akala ninyo is Thursday. So, nung Thursday po ba, nagpadala kayo agad ng notice sa amin? Or at the very least, nag-inform po kayo agad?
Tuesday po, pinadala ko po. Dahil
Tues-
nakita ko conflict nga po sa calendar.
Tuesday.
Tuesday po.
So, na-realize lang ninyo na Friday pala nung
Friday na po at nabalitaan ko na nagko-quad hearing po sa Pampanga.
Pero yung quad hearing, parang umaga pa lang po yata. May quad hearing na eh. Tama po ba?
Correct po. I took the day off because I was also not feeling well last Friday.
So, nung Friday po, masamang pakiramdam ninyo?
Yes po, opo.
So, ano pong ginawa ninyo nung Friday, nung na-realize ninyo? Wala po ba? Dati po, sabi po ninyo kanina, na iba po sa amin, may kasabay pa po ninyo. Wala po ba kayong kahit isang man lamang po na tinext o tinawagan?
Well, kasi masama din po talaga ang aking pakiramdam. And in fact, I have a medical certificate today where the doctor recommended that I should be confined in a hospital. Pero I did not consider that because I said, I have to appear now because I missed the last hearing. But I have the medical certificate if your honors would wish to see it. But my attendance here reaffirms my commitment to explain and answer all your queries because I have nothing to hide.
Pero nung Friday po ba, hindi po kayo na-confine sa ospital?
Hindi po. Nagpahinga lang po talaga ako
Nagpahinga
because
lang.
I had very strange feelings for the first time. It was an electric feeling in the neck. And I thought that by just resting, it will go away.
Okay, so nung nalaman po ninyo na naghihiring na po yung Quadcom, wala rin po kayong na-text o wala rin po kayong ginawa nung araw na yon.
Oh, nagpahinga lang po ako nung araw na yon.
Okay, thank you po.
Mr.
Thank you,
Chair.
Congressman Chua. Congressman Fernandez, and then Congressman
Yes,
Arrogancia.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. I tend to believe the statement of the former Secretary Roque, but when I was reading the certification or the letter addressed to us, I noticed that there was no branch number ng Regional Trial Court of Manila. Secretary, is this something that is intentional or you're trying to mislead us in order for us not to find out?
Hindi po. The name of the case is People versus Madriaga. And I appear as a private prosecutor. It is a case po for kidnapping
But
with ransom.
that was on August 15, 2024.
Yun nga po Thursday. So yun nga
Yeah.
po yung naisip ko na dahil Thursday po tayo well, as I said, wala pong
And also,
excuse.
hindi nailagay yung branch number ng
Hindi po.
RTC.
Pero the certificate would, I think, attest that I was in
but,
the RTC.
Sa letter mo, wala yung branch number.
Hindi ko po nailagay na
Yeah,
yan.
yun ang medyo, you should have written the branch number of the RTC. But nevertheless, with your saying his apology, but you should have sent a letter or communication to all of us. We're just a phone away, and we will understand. But personally, I will leave it to the body to decide on the motion of Congressman Ron Salo. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr.
Fernandez.
Chair, can you list me to be recognized
Okay.
after?
Congressman Arrogancia, and then Congressman Paul Daza.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to ask the good secretary, As per your letter, at inamin niyo po kanina na honest mistake ang supposed to be Thursday na akala mong hearing natin dito po sa Kongreso. At lagi niyo na pong inuulit-ulit na you were once part of the Congress and Congress is part of the, like a second home to you before. Basically, wala nagka-question sa'yo dun sa sinasabi niyong this is part of your home or you were once part of the Congress. And we know that. Ang Quadcom po, Mr. Secretary, ay hindi lang po sa invitation niyo siguro nakita. Definitely po, alam naman po siguro ninyo na meron pong hearing ng Friday kasi makikita nyo rin po naman po ito sa news, sa television, Mr. Secretary. Considering, nakalimutan nyo po ng Thursday na meron po tayong hearing, halimbawa, nagkamali kayo, honest mistake, hindi po ba dapat inalam ninyo kung ano ang naging come out o come up do sa hearing ng Thursday kung sakali halimbawang akala ninyo na merong hearing ng Thursday? Dapat po inalam ninyo na what happened sa hearing. Another thing, supposed to be Friday ang ating hearing, hindi nyo po ba inalam na yung Friday po, anong nangyari nung Thursday? And then nung Friday po, chinek nyo po ang calendar ninyo. Paano nyo po ba na-receive ang invitation, Mr. Secretary?
Sa email po. Sa email ko, nare-receive yan. And I receive voluminous email po talaga, no?
Yeah. Mr. Secretary, sa talino nyo po, para pong katakataka na magkamali kayo simpleng schedule po ng araw ng hearing na napakahusay nyo pong abogado.
Well, nangyayari po talaga yon na, Your Honor, no? Dahil lang nakita ko ng Committee on Public Order, so sabi ko, may hearing na naman. So, may hearing na naman this Thursday. So, ang ginagawa ko nga po ngayon, rini-reserve ko na yung mga Thursdays ko, and I was going to manifest, in fact, that on next Thursday, I have an international arbitration, and there I will submit the correct form already. Pero, tinitignan ko na po talaga ang aking schedule, dahil alam ko naman po matagal itong mga hearing neto. So, kumbaga po, sa korte, we also set it ahead of time. So, bina-block off ko po, tine-check ko na kung ano yung mga Thursdays na meron pong appointment.
Another thing po, sabi nyo po kanina, nung nagtatanong po si Honorable Chua sa inyo na you have already a ready medical certificate from your doctor na nagpapatunay na kayo ay hindi fit ang inyong pangangatawan. Para po na pang napaka-ironic na may ready na po kayo agad na medical certificate sa pag-attend nyo ng hearing na kung halimbawa na hindi kayo talaga okay at ina-attest ng inyong doktor, hindi kayo dapat nakarating, which is sinasabi nyo na dahil gusto nyo ipaliwanag ang sa inyo, maging totoo sa committee na to, umattend pa rin kayo despite may advice po ng inyong doktor. Para sa akin po, parang pinaghandaan nyo na po na kung sakaling kayo ay magkaproblema dito sa hearing na to, may ready kayong medical certificate na ipapakita sa committee na kung sakali ay kayo excuse, halimbawa sa ganitong klaseng pag-uusap ng contempt, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, hindi naman po ganon. Kung hindi, nag-persist po yung aking kondisyon. And I don't feel I'm on tip-top shape now. So, kaya po ako nagkonsulta talaga sa doktor din. And the advice of the doctor is, hindi na kita papauwiin because in the first place, napakabilis na iyong heartbeat and you already have a heart stent, no? Baka ka mag-collapse dyan sa house as you appear. But I explained that my wife already, who is also invited, cannot attend, so I have to go. And what I'm doing is I'm just managing. She gave me Valium para hindi daw ako ma-aggravate. But she did stress na baka ma'am niya, tumumba ka na lang dyan sa hearing na yan. But I think it's very important that I appear today dahil I have already asked members of the committee to excuse my wife. And the least I can do is to appear despite the medical advice not to do so and to be confined.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, being part of this committee, for me, my personal observation regarding the honest mistake of the good secretary is really unbelievable. Considering na kung halimbawa na nakita niya na nagkamali siya during the Thursday na ina-assume niya na meron tayong hearing, dapat nakita na niya sa news yung hearing natin supposed to be na Thursday. Where in fact, wala naman talagang hearing. Dapat nagtaka na siya na nagtanong siya at na-check niya ang kanyang calendar na ito pala yung Friday, Mr. Secretary. Parang sa akin po, mababaw masyado yung pong kanyang dahilan, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po.
So, ano masasabi ninyo? Talaga pong nasusukol na, nako-corner na si Harry Roque, lalo na ngayon. At hindi po ba siya ay isasama na sa kakasuhan ng dahil sa Pogo? At ngayon nahuli na ang kapatid ni Alice Go at si Cassandra Ong. Sounds familiar itong Cassandra Ong. Hindi po ba ito yung sinasabi ni Harry Roque na nire-represent niya na wala daw kinalaman sa Lucky South 99? Pero bakit sila magkasama ni Alice Go nung tumakas si Alice ng Pilipinas at nagpunta ng Malaysia? Makikita po natin ang koneksyon ng Pogo sa Tarlac at yung Pogo na sinasabing may kinalaman si Attorney Harry Roque. Wala po talagang lihim na hindi mabubunyag. I am not in the position to judge Harry Roque, pero ayon po sa mga kongresista natin, napakadaming insidente kung saan laging nadadawit ang pangalan ni Harry Roque. So maghintay-hintay pa po tayo ng ilang panahon at makikilala na po natin ang totoong pagkatao ni Harry Roque. Hanggang dito na lang po muna tayo. Hanggang sa susunod na mga issues, maraming salamat po.